Oh, I'm just playing Marjorine's Spotify tracks on repeat in the other studio right now.
I know, it's great, right?
So, I mean, I can sit here.
Johnny Carson show. The thing I remember about the Nyack show was the two people who fucking...
How do you hear it?
The two people who lived upstairs and were like... You remember those two?
No.
They were just like shit-faced. Yeah.
Oh, the younger guy.
The younger guy and like the couple.
Yeah,
He's like, I live right up there.
He's so hyped that we were in town too.
Yeah. They were all about it. I'm pretty sure they go to every show there.
We also, that's the closest we've come to getting signed. The sound guy at the end of the show wanted to sign us.
Nice.
Well, he asked us if we were signed. He didn't ask to sign us, but he asked us if we had a label.
You told him,
and I was like,
very,
sorry, we're
it's under wraps. I'm under
yeah.
a strict NDA right now. And
Unfortunately,
I can't release that.
We're on the PFR label.
That was the Trash Train debut. The like
That was
a
the
minute and 30
Was it?
seconds of Trash Train.
Yeah,
That was
nice.
us walking into the venue and being like, this
we're
is
gonna
gonna be
play
this is gonna be nobody. And somebody was sick.
I was extremely
You were sick, yeah.
I don't even. I remember very little. I was on so much like Tylenol PM during the show.
That definitely wins for sure.
I had like 15 layers on stage. I was so cold.
Make the show go on though. That's like when I had my
Your
back
back.
completely
Yeah.
thrown out. Anytime I see pictures,
Wearing a girdle
yeah,
under
dude,
it.
straight up. Anytime I see pictures from that show, I'm like, cool jacket. I'm wearing a metal brace.
Under all that
Under
shit.
all that shit. Yeah, it was great. But yeah, man, we make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't that sick, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
You gotta be
That was fun though. The
warrior.
Nyack show was great too. I mean, also like a fun. First, it was the fun like first travel that we did as a band. First thing we did outside of like New
Yeah,
York
the
City.
first time
and
in the
just, like,
Subaru.
down the street, first time packing the suit.
Fuck the Subaru.
Subarus
yeah.
had some times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's earned her stripes for sure.
A lot of spills.
Keep the
A lot of
dirt on
spills
the
in that
wheels.
car.
Yeah. The best damn breakfast burrito hot sauce, which I think is honestly, if we were to shout out anybody,
Shout out to
it's
Best Damn
probably
Breakfast
best damn breakfast
Yeah, we'll take it
burrito.
if we need a sponsorship.
In the Pfizer building
sponsor anybody.
in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
They
can
make those in the
pre-
Pfizer building?
Yeah,
That's how we found out about it.
Yeah, dude.
you can pre-order that shit, so it's at your door when you wake up on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Let's just get back to
But yeah,
breakfast.
Matt's been the culprit of multiple spills in the back of my Subaru. Probably
The beer wasn't my fault,
The beer
dude.
That was
was
pretty great.
the most tragic
so
and
pissed
also
at
yeah.
I mean, I
It was like
I know. I mean, like I wasn't. I was also grumpy from
Yeah, of course.
you know,
From-
long
Hungover.
weekend, you know, being hungover. Yeah, I wasn't really mad at you.
also Dave took your Burger King the night before.
Yeah,
so
that
you
was
were
still
still
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I didn't.
You did by accident, yeah.
You didn't do it on purpose.
Did I
No.
take
You
went home
mine
to your-
and
No, they
yours?
actually didn't give us enough food. They were missing stuff, and you ended up taking his.
How do you know
Yeah.
it's his?
I don't know.
Well, just his was the shit that was
Well,
missing.
I know that.
And
We
you
got-
went-
We did get paid enough.
You went to
our
yours?
first show
No.
to buy Burger King.
That I mean, that's happened a
That
couple
was pretty
times.
solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
we-
straight from the venue,
Buy enough
straight to a
BK.
Whopper in my
Getting
hand,
Burger
and like,
King.
you know, it feels good to
solid.
work for.
It makes it
everybody's
all
pay,
worth
you
it,
know?
honestly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
What
in
else
for.
are we playing for if not
Yeah.
Burger King?
That's what the streams are for. I guess. I guess really the star would be Dave and I have been jamming together for like
10 years.
11 years now.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Our first tape came out 11 years ago. Oh, almost
The
12.
turkey sessions.
No, before that, the summer. Remember we had the 4-track tape thing, and we had Beach Blues on it.
I don't know if that was released.
Well, if we put it something on something, and you could play it other places.
We recorded stuff.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
solid.
Sounds
Yeah,
right.
but we were in a band, like a high school, college band together, and then I moved to New York after school, and started writing a bunch more music, and then met these guys over
Why do you
a period
think
of time.
you stuck with Dave for so long? And why do you think you stuck with Nick for so long?
Because I don't write music. I don't write songs, really. I need someone to do
Well,
it for me.
I don't know. I think I can answer that question with the story, and that's a story.
Love
that,
it.
Yeah. The most romantic thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life was seeing Radiohead with Dave. It was Dave's first time seeing Radiohead.
No, you can't tell the story. I'll sabotage this. I'll sabotage this. The story doesn't make it.
Sounds cute already.
No, you told the story.
I haven't
I
heard
don't
this
listen
one.
to
The world doesn't know the story, dude.
No.
I haven't
Now
heard
we're
this
all-
story,
that's all
dude.
we
Don't
care
let them
about.
conclude this.
All I care about.
I would say I don't know. Yeah, I've written a bunch of music over the years, and like this project has become sort of a means of getting all of these songs to tape and stuff. And when I was considering who I wanted to play with, Dave was at the top of my mind with regards to bass players, because the first and foremost thing, he and I just have the same taste in music, I think. And I can send him something and be like, yo, listen to this bass line, and he'll know this is like, yeah, this is what it's all about right here, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know, yeah, I think...
By the way.
Yeah, no, I'm trying not to laugh at
I
that.
think realistically,
Yeah.
like
It's
Dave,
fun.
because we've played in a band, we've played in bands together and we've played music together, and I definitely realized this when we first started playing these songs, that like I can toss an idea out there of like where a song will go, and Dave will like immediately know sort of where that's going. I think like Empty Dog Park is like the perfect example of that, because it was like we had Empty Dog Park, and then we were jamming on it, and then I was like, oh, Favorite Tree, we could, or no, not Favorite Tree, Dave, we could throw that in there. Dave's song is literally named after Dave. From
Do you guys
Hotel
know that?
Eleven.
That's
We
what he's
haven't
screaming
played
at
that.
the
That's what I'm
beginning of
screaming
Empty
at the
Dog Park.
beginning.
He's screaming Dave.
Dave!
You just have a song called Dave.
Yeah, where it was just
Yeah.
E. It was just E over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. And then JD and I had started playing music together more seriously, I feel like in like 2019 and 2020. And we've been talking a lot more about just psychedelic rock and psychedelic music and stuff. And then I actually came across, I was on Facebook the other day. Weird, right? It's always a strange thing.
Yeah, that's an odd thing to say.
And yeah, don't cut that in. And I like was on my profile. Well, I had to like show somebody from work my Facebook thing. I was like, I hope there's nothing weird on there, but there probably is. But then I was like, I don't care, whatever. And I looked, and one of the last things that I posted was in like February of 2022, and it's like, I'm looking for a drummer. I really need a drummer. Does anybody know a drummer? And there's like
I didn't see
there's
that
like
post.
well, yeah, we weren't friends. I don't even think we're Facebook friends yet, dude.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
But I mean, I don't know. JD and I met because of Facebook, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you guys live
We
together.
did
Yeah.
meet- We did meet from Facebook.
But JD loves to be like, "Oh, how do you guys know each other?" Facebook, and I'm always just like,
Fun. Nick doesn't
"Stop saying that."
Something creepy is there's something creepy about that.
Also, if I had come up with it, I would do the same thing. I would be like, especially if it bothered you, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna just keep doing it now. Like, Facebook, dude. Yeah, like just Facebook. Yeah, obviously. I mean, how do you meet your friends?
It always elicits a
Facebook?
response. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook is about as bad as saying Craigslist at this point.
Fun to play music.
There was one time I was in like a shitty ska band in high school. This is a shitty ska band.
We're a friendly
Could've
band,
been
dude. We're
that
not
bad.
trying to start beef. Dave
With
is
my
already
own band.
Dave is already trying to start enough
trying with
beef.
friendly
Okay. We might tour out
All right,
there.
we were.
We asked you the question.
It's my old band.
Okay.
Anyways, we played like a garage show one time, and just like, you know, it's like as big as this room, and there were like 30 people in it, and I don't know, yeah, just having that like intimacy, and everyone was like fucking amped on it.
So
was
you
really
guys
sick.
couldn't have been.
We were right here.
I said you guys couldn't have been that bad then, I guess.
You know, I guess not for Colorado, but
Yeah, but that's really
just like
special
yeah,
when
like
in a
one
room
special
like that,
gig, like
yeah.
when everybody's on the same
You can just
page.
feel it like in the air. You can just taste that like
Yeah.
so much attention and so much like effort and love and like presence is there, and you can feel that like it's like a pin drop almost. You know, like you can,
Yeah.
everybody's
Like our
there
first,
and there for it, you know?
The first rooftop show that
Our
we did
first
was
show.
that was
It's very-
yeah, it
it's
felt
very
pretty
sick,
good.
Yeah. It's also the fine first culmination.
rock and roll. So,